Greetings, everyone. It's all hot and muggy and stuff again. We got some nice weather for a little bit there. It was cooling down. We even got some rain, took some of the mugginess and the humidity out of the air. But the past few days, it's just been scorchingly hot and just muggy and sticky. So I'm going to get naked. No, just kidding. Yeah, I wouldn't do that to you. You don't want to see this naked. But I do have the fan going over there, so forgive the fan noise. You're just going to have to deal with it because it's too damn hot not to have the fan. Anyway, no sooner did I finish all the updates than it's time for another update. Yeah, Amazon.com and .ca and, well, pretty much .everything had their so-called Prime Day recently. It was hyped up like crazy. They were talking about it being basically Black Friday in July, like more deals than Black Friday, deals up the yin yang, and everybody was really excited. And yes, I'm wearing shorts because it's freaking hot. And then so the day, and it was exclusively for Amazon Prime members. So if you didn't have a Prime membership, you couldn't participate in the sale. So sneaky. So luckily, I happen to be a Prime member because I shop on Amazon a lot. And, definitely been trying to take advantage of... What the hell is that? Is that an earthquake or somebody moving furniture? I don't know. I think it was just somebody moving furniture. Anyway, so I was really excited about this Prime Day sale. I was expecting, just reams and reams of DVDs and Blu-rays going for blowout prices. When all was said and done, the sale was pretty disappointing. A lot of it was just crap that nobody wanted. They're like, hey, if you want diapers for 20% off, Prime Day, huh? Yeah, the one that really got me was, now they had these lightning deals where they would have items marked down for ridiculously low prices, but in limited quantities. So they would only have so many available at that price, and then it would go back to regular price. So if you wanted the lightning deal, you had to be among that first batch of people to get them. So one complaint a lot of people had was some of the lightning deals sold out in literally seconds. For example, they had Sharpie pens on a lightning deal, and it sold out within 5 seconds. Just gone. They were all gone. Mind you, Sharpies are something that are insanely useful, and everybody would want Sharpies. I don't know anybody who would not want Sharpies. So you kind of wonder, why wouldn't they have extra Sharpies, knowing that they would be in such high demand? I don't know. The one that got me, just kind of cruising through the lightning deals, one of the ones that sadly I missed out on was ukulele for dummies. I had no idea that many people were just dying to learn the ukulele. Who knew? Anyway, did I find anything in the lameness of Prime Day? Well, to be honest, yes. There was a couple of things that I had my eye on for a while. They were going for pretty low prices, so I thought, what the heck, I'll get at least these two things. And I gotta say, the shipping was phenomenal. I got my items in literally less than 24 hours after ordering them. I couldn't believe how fast they arrived. So easily the best Amazon Prime mail experience I've had thus far. I think I mentioned a few updates ago when I got the Roger Corman discs. That was my first Amazon Prime purchase. I tried the free trial ages ago. This is my first full-blown membership purchase, and the 2-day shipping arrived in 6 days, so that was great. So in this case, they definitely made up for it, because I didn't get it in 2 days. I got it in less than a day. It was less than 24 hours after ordering it. The postman was at my door with a couple of massive boxes like this. This is one of them, actually. So can't complain about that. So got a couple of deals on Prime Day. Also just did some general shopping, picked up a few fills for one of my collections, and then swung by Future Shop a few days later and just picked up a couple of new releases, and one that, semi-new release that I've been wanting to pick up for a while based on several recommendations to check it out. So without any further ado, let us get on with the updates. That was a long-ass intro, but, had to talk about Prime Day, right? Because, it was the talk of the town, man. Anyway, updates, Blu-rays, and DVDs. Blu-rays and DVDs. Updates. It's a Prime update today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Alright, so before we get into the spectacular Prime Day deals that I got, let's take a look at a few of the just regular things that I picked up. Oh, shoot, one of them isn't here. Oh, it's because I was watching it earlier. I'll go grab it in a minute. Anyway, first up, a few items for a collection that I actually just got another item for, which you saw in a recent update. Picked up the Trailer Park Boys Dope and Liquor edition of the Christmas special. Now, I actually do have... Here, I'll show you. Hold on a second. I actually do have the original release of the Christmas special, which comes with a conky finger puppet. One of the reasons to get this edition is it has more special features. It has a couple of new featurettes, one of which is about the making of the first Trailer Park Boys movie. Also, it's anamorphic widescreen, whereas the original release is 4x3 letterbox. So this looks way better on a 16:9 TV than the 4x3 letterbox version. So, very cool. This has become kind of a tradition with me and the geeky crew and my bro, Cass. And we watch that every year. It's just a great Christmas special. Then I picked up their latest Christmas special. We got Trailer Park Boys Live at the North Pole. Santa Fights Dirty. So I missed this one in stores when it came out. I mean, Christmas specials generally in stores you can really only find around Christmas. But online you can find them whenever the hell you want. So anyway, I grabbed this one to round out the collection. And that's actually it for the Trailer Park Boys. I have everything Trailer Park Boys now. That's all I needed. And then finally, there was this Curiosity, which is a mini-series that the boys did between the end of the original Trailer Park Boys series and now, when they formed SwearNet and bought the rights and started doing new episodes. They did a little something on their own called the Drunk and on Drugs Happy Fun Time Hour. This is so underappreciated, I have to say. To me, it's very reminiscent of Kids in the Hall, in that the boys, Mike Smith, Rob Wells, and Jean-Paul Tremblay, play just a pile of different characters in this. I mean, it really reminded me of Kids in the Hall, where the Kids in the Hall guys would play all the different characters, or a whole bunch of different characters. Same thing here. They're playing a whole bunch of different characters, and really shows just what versatile actors they actually are. But, I mean, everybody just wants to be the Trailer Park Boys all the time. So it's unfortunate in that respect, because this really shows just how versatile, comedic actors, just what versatile comedic actors they actually are, and really shows what they can do. Plus, it's absolutely hilarious. I don't know. I think a lot of people watched this and didn't appreciate it for what it is, because they were just wanting more Trailer Park Boys. Like, come on, open your frickin' mind already. This is good stuff. And it's a shame that there will be no more, because one of the stars of it, Maury Chaykin, who played Dr. Funtime, actually, one of the sort of the lead quote-unquote villain, passed away shortly after this was done. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that we'll likely never see any more. But the 6 episodes that they did, just a short miniseries season, absolutely hilarious. As far as I know, you can only get this in Canada. Yeah, track it down if you can. It's really fun, and as you would expect, the humor is good and raunchy. Actually, here, I'll put this up here. There we go. So, the Drunk and on Drugs Happy Fun Time Hour. Very fun. All right, I'll be right back. Just gotta grab a little something that I was watching earlier. All right, I won't show you what it is. Hold on, Don't look. Okay, there we go. I just had to pull something off the shelf here to sort of compare. All right, here we go. So, as you know, I'm a huge X-Men fan. So when I heard there was going to be an alternate cut of this particular film, I jumped on it. Now, I didn't hear about the alternate cut until after I picked up the theatrical version. However, I did pick up a beautiful deluxe edition of the theatrical edition. Very, very nice indeed. And extras in there. I think I showed this back when I originally got it. Anyway, just wanted to show you I got this cool edition. Very nice. I am, of course, talking about X-Men Days of Future Past, the Rogue Cut. Yeah, so this is the one that restores all the scenes with Rogue in them that were cut out of the theatrical version, I gather, for pacing reasons or what have you. Yeah, so this has 17 minutes of additional footage over top of the, on top of the theatrical version. This does include the theatrical version as well, and quite a pile of extras. You got both versions and a couple of different comments. You got a commentary for each cut, and a whole bunch of featurettes and behind-the-scenes stuff. You got about, about an hour and a half of extras on there. So it's not like a wealth of stuff, but it's pretty cool. It's cool to have the additional commentary track actually as well, which is quite nice. And this one, yeah, and this one has a few extras on it as well, just some featurettes and stuff. So between the two, I don't think the featurettes are ported over from one to the other. So if you want everything, you got to get both editions. But yeah, anyway, very very cool. Very nice indeed. Interestingly enough, this is the 3D edition. This, however, is not in 3D, so the Rogue Cut doesn't appear to be in 3D. I don't know what to tell you. Unless I just missed the 3D version. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to see the movie, and I've got the theatrical version in 3D anyway, so I'm not too broken up about that. Next up, I mentioned this last time I talked about Studio Ghibli. They didn't have it over at Best Buy, Best Buy. Well, when I went there the other day and picked up the X-Men, they did. I finally got Spirited Away. And yes, Rosie and I have already watched it, and she absolutely loved it. She really enjoyed it a lot. Some people wonder about some of the scenes being a little too intense for kids in this. There is some pretty, sort of crazy stuff that goes on, but yeah, she didn't have too much of a problem with it. Actually, she found a lot of the stuff that most kids would find disturbing funny. So there you go. Yeah, it's very whimsical. I mean, it's got kind of its dark side to it, but it's a dark side that's kind of with a sense of whimsy. So yeah, I don't think it's inappropriate for kids. Otherwise, I wouldn't have showed it to my daughter. But yeah, both Rosie and I are really enjoying the Studio Ghibli stuff and just having a blast with it. So I'll be picking up all of them, and there's still quite a few I've got since that we haven't actually watched yet. So definitely looking forward to checking those out. And then finally, picked up a scary movie that has been recommended to me by many people. I was really fascinated by the concept of this because it's a concept that I was first introduced to through a show called Scariest Places on Earth about 10 years ago. There was an episode that dealt with the subject matter that is covered in this movie. I'm talking, of course, about As Above, So Below, which is basically sort of a found footage style horror film that takes place in the Paris catacombs. Now, the Paris catacombs actually do exist. It is a real place. They have just miles and miles of catacombs underneath the city. Anyway, Scariest Place on Earth did this great segment about it. You can probably find it on YouTube, actually. In fact, I know you can because I've seen it out there. Where they had found a camera from somebody, like they found a camera that had been dropped in the catacombs, and they looked at the tape, and it was somebody who had just gone into the catacombs alone to explore around, got horribly lost, got scared, and the last thing you see on the tape in the camera is the guy dropping the camera, and you just see his feet running away into the darkness, and never to be seen again. So pretty chilling stuff. So anyway, in the Scariest Places on Earth segment, that a cataphile, as they call them, a catacombs explorer, had found the footage, and they decided to do like a little expedition into the catacombs to see if they could find the guy and find out what happened to him. Did they find what happened to him? Did they find, solve the mystery? Well, you'll have to find that segment and watch it for yourself, but it's quite good. Anyway, I always thought just the concept of that, of being trapped in these underground tunnels with no way out, was absolutely terrifying, and thought, what a great subject for a horror movie. In fact, a friend and I were working on an anthology radio play series that we were going to do. As like a horror anthology. Each episode would be about an hour long, and the very first episode was going to be all about not the Paris catacombs specifically, but about a similar network of underground tunnels and catacombs and stuff that a couple of hapless young men go to explore and have an adventure and end up getting trapped in, and it's going to be very psychological and everything, but we just never got around to finishing it. We got pretty far into developing the script, actually, and the story and what was going to happen to them, but and of course, being in audio form, the sky's the limit. I mean, we could do whatever the hell we wanted as far as effects goes, but we just never got around to finishing it. So anyway, having been fascinated with that concept for a very long time, I am very eager to watch this. And among the people who recommended this movie to me were, of course, Stoudman and Skinslip, and they have insisted on watching this with me. So we may do a live viewing of it at some point, just for fun. So stay tuned if you want to join in on that. And this was pretty cheap, too. I picked it up for $10, and of course it does include the slip cover, which you can see is quite nice and bumpy. You can actually feel all the skulls and stuff on there. It's really, really cool, man. Really cool. So we're going to put that there, and we'll put, should be putting the other stuff here. There we go. We'll put Spirited away. Right there. Alright, now, the moment you've all been waiting for. What the heck did I get on Prime Day? Well, let's find out. Well, the first thing that caught my eye, this is a Blu-ray set that I've been wanting to pick up for quite a while. I have seen it go on sale before, and honestly, it's not terribly expensive considering how deluxe it is. This normally goes for about $70 or so. It was on sale for like $34, I think, or $35. So basically half price of what it usually goes for. So I thought, yeah, what the heck, I'll jump on that this time around. I think I put it off long enough. I used to have this on VHS many moons ago. I think it was like the 50th anniversary edition that I had, and it was great. It was fully restored at the time, as much as you can for VHS. But I mean, everything was fully restored. It looked beautiful. It had a featurette about the making of it and stuff. It was great stuff. So I'm, of course, talking about the 1939 classic, The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, so this is the 75th anniversary edition. They actually did a post-processed 3D version of The Wizard of Oz, so that's kind of neat. Not often you see a movie from 1939 get the post-processed 3D treatment, so that's pretty cool. But, I mean, I really just wanted to have the movie in beautiful quality. I mean, I understand they did some phenomenal restoration work on this. They actually scanned the original film in 8K to pull as much detail from it as possible, and then made the Blu-ray masters from that. But just give you a quick look here. It's a very nice box set. Yeah, Rosie was checking it out and accidentally bent the cardboard on the back. She got a little reprimand for that. But if we open it up here, the box, the top just basically comes off. You're wondering about, it is a limited edition of 220,000. Yeah, come on, that's not limited at all. That's like a normal print run of something. Whatever, they just wanted to put a sticker on it. Anyway, individually numbered, mine is number 82,433. So, nice low number there. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so if we look inside, we've got this lovely hardcover book, which has, oh yeah, we've also got a map. We've actually got a map of Oz, which is pretty cool. I might do like a proper closer look here. We got this lovely photo card here, and an ad for a big book about the making of it, which would actually be really interesting to check out, I think. I've always been fascinated by the making of this movie. I remember reading about some of it a while back in, I think it was Electric Company magazine. So if we take a look here, this book, which basically gives you a timeline of the production. So along the bottom you see a timeline of sort of significant moments in the production process, and all kinds of behind the scenes photos and stuff. It's I'm not giving you a very good look here, am I? Anyway, yeah, so you get like sort of makeup tests and screen test photos and stuff like that. Really cool. Love it. Next up, what do we got here? This one, honestly, I thought this as a pack-in was kind of useless. It seems like it was almost just added to give the book, give it some extra heft. So we look here, we got, oh, lovely, nice hardcover book. Yeah, awesome. and this classy like ribbon around it, so you can take that off. And then let's see what's in the book. We have, oh, nice poster pictures there. This is going to be an awesome book, I can tell. And it's a freaking journal. It's a hardcover book of blank pages with oh, you got the twister. You got the twister on the pages, and that's like, really, this big heavy hardcover book, and it's just a blank freaking journal. Like, nobody's going to write in this. It's part of the collector's packaging. Like, why would you put a journal in like a DVD, like a big deluxe Blu-ray set? I don't get it. Anyway, so then you take this out, and then you can actually get to the Blu-ray set here. Here we have this is actually a light up sort of snow globe thing. The ruby slippers light up, and the crystal ball changes color. I'm not going to take it out of the packaging. I'll show you. If we do a closer look, I'll show you there. And then here we've got so we got these little charms with the items that the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion got, this is actually pretty cool. I like this as a package. So they're nice little metal and ceramic charms, which is very cool. And then finally we get to what really matters. We have the Wizard of Oz Blu-ray set here, and oh, ultraviolet code. I'll have to give that away at some point. So if you want to get free ultraviolet codes, swing by Saturday Night Insanity, because we give away quite a few there. Plus, we just have a good time. Anyway, so there you go. Everything's on their own discs. Yeah, and then we got, there's even a DVD edition, and then there's a DVD here of extras. When the Lion Roars. There we go. And then MGM, When the Lion Roars. Okay. Which I guess is a documentary about MGM, which is kind of cool. I'm just going to set this ultraviolet code aside for Saturday Night Insanity. Some lucky viewer will get the movie for free, which is always nice. Yeah, and that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So that's the Wizard of Oz set. A very quick closer look. We'll take a more in-depth look at that another time. When, I don't know. I've got so many other closer looks planned right now, but I'll do a good and proper one at some point, and we can check it out. I like to keep these in the hardcover book here, just because, well, they fit, and I feel like it keeps them just that little bit safer, you know. Check which way are we going here. Okay, so we actually want to go this way. Sorry, let's put that in there, like that, and like that. Ta-da! So I'm actually really stoked to have this in the collection. I've always loved this movie as a kid and even as an adult. And I've always been really fascinated by the making of it as well. All right, last but most definitely not least, the other lightning deal that I took advantage of. Now, this is a set that normally goes for about $200 usually. Maybe 150 if you're lucky, but typically around $200. Fairly lengthy TV series, ran 11 seasons. So this is the complete series, everything they've ever released. It's all there. It's all complete. How much was it going for? $43. Yeah. I thought, you know what? It's not at the top of my priority list, but damn, I'm never going to see a deal like that again, so might as well jump on it. Picked up one of the all-time greatest sitcoms of all time ever. Cheers! The complete series. Yeah, so this is all 11 seasons of Cheers. Now, at first I thought it was going to be in a box, like it would be a boxed complete set, but no, it's actually just, it's the 11 season sets shrink wrapped together with a Cheers sticker on them, so I'll probably keep the sticker just because. But here's one thing that kind of miffed me. If you take a look here, you'll notice it's mostly big boxes, and then the last 3 seasons are they switched to slim cases. I mean, these came out over the course of several years originally. But here's the thing that gets me. Big box season 1, big box season 2, keep case season 3, big box seasons 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So I got the original releases of 7 of the first 8 seasons, except for number 3, which I got the keep case version. That's gonna drive my OCD crazy. Whenever if I see the big box version of season 3 in like a pawn shop or something, I'm just gonna grab it, like just to have that consistency. I don't mind the last 3 being keep cases because that's the last 3, so at least there would be consistency here. But yeah, because I'm anal that way. You know me, I rebuy things just to get the slipcover. Well, same thing here. But I mean, considering what a deal I got on the set, I don't feel too bad if I have to drop an extra $10 to get the or $5 or whatever to get the season set. So there you go. So I like how they have them faced out here. So we got season 1 faced out there. God, glare. There you go. All right, and then you can sort of see how things changed over the years. Got season 11, the final season, faced out right there. So pretty cool. I used to watch this a fair amount in reruns. I always really liked it. It's a great ensemble cast, some funny stuff. I haven't seen it in years, so it's going to be great to check it out again. Yeah, definitely getting some nice additions to the sitcom collection lately. You know, Barney Miller recently, of course. Now Cheers. Yeah, great stuff. Alrighty, that was quite a lengthy update, but I swear that's the last of them. This is going to be a solid week of updates. Like, I'm planning to post these one a day. So, hope you've enjoyed Update Week. Yeah, I'm going to try to slot some other stuff in there wherever I can as well. Got to get the closer looks caught up as well. If I haven't already. Maybe I've done that by the time you're seeing this. Anyway. I need something cool and refreshing. Like, more water. I've been drinking water like crazy. And, yeah, it's freaking hot. Alrighty. That is it from me to you for now. I'd like to take a moment to thank my Patreon sponsors. Thanks, Patreon sponsors. You guys and gals are awesome. Big thanks to Kyle Pellegrini and Get Your Gorgeous On, the e-mag written by Michelle O'Toole and Simon Hedger. They are, of course, my highest level sponsors, so thank you very much, guys. And as for everyone else who's contributing, thank you as well. You're helping to make a lot of what you're seeing in these updates and whatnot possible, and I definitely appreciate that. So, you know, everybody else out there watching, if you're waffling about being a sponsor, hey, I mean, think about it this way. Every little bit helps. No amount is too small or too big. Even if, I've said this before, if even a quarter of all my viewers contributed like $1, then I could do this all the time. I mean, wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't you love to see me do this all the time? I'd sure love to do this all the time. So, yeah, it'd be great. Anyway, thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Till then, thanks for watching, and sayonara.